So I just want to start off, Tom and Jerry, crazy, bonkers kind of comedy. Which of Tom and Jerry's antics from the movie was your favorite to bring to life with your team?
Oh gosh. I must admit there's two in particular. There's one when Tom has Jerry in his fist, opens it up, and Jerry acts like, he's got something in his fist, which makes Tom look, and then he punches him in the eye. That's maybe not I have a twin sister and I used to torment her. I never punched her in the eye, but there are often times I would try anything I could. And then there's another one where in the wedding, Spike is trying to bite Tom and he's running while pulling up his hind legs. There's just a lot of moments that I pulled straight from the cartoons. And when you can do that and get it inside of this film or a film, it's really fun, to give that wink to anybody that's a true fan of Tom and Jerry.
Of course. And that's so apparent in this film, how influential the cartoons were, and possibly personal to you. And I want to ask, is there a particular theme or idea in this movie, personal to you, that you wanted to make sure ended up in the film?
Oh, a theme. I think ultimately, it's just one of those things that even as we've often called them frenemies, in the sense that I don't believe they hate one another, but they do have to give each other a lot of crap. And I think ultimately they can't live without each other. And it's, and that's kind of family and friends, it's very, very close friends. You're sometime, you can't live without them, but there's a message of coming together when you need to. And I think that's kind of like a theme that I've had with a lot of my movies where, especially like way back with Barbershop, my first movie, it's just, we sometimes give each other a lot of, we create hell for one another, but nobody else can come out and mess with you. And when friends and especially family need help, in most cases, you come through.
And that's so beautiful. And it's a beautiful message to live by. My last question for you, this is an iconic intellectual property spanning decades and decades of cinema. Did you have any particular fears in adapting this to live action?
100%. But what I've learned in my, in my career and just in filmmaking in general, if there's not some butterflies, if you're not a little scared, it's not always great because knowing that there's so much material that comes from these iconic characters, there's so much of a expectation or so forth and so on. I wanted to get it right. And me and all of the people that helped me put this movie together, we wanted to do right by Tom and Jerry. And hopefully the fans of it see that we're fans and we try to make it as close and keep the spirit of what these iconic characters represent.
That's extremely beautiful. And the film had me smiling in a moment when I needed to smile. So I'm excited for everyone to see it. Thank you so much for talking to us today. And thank you for the movie. And have a great day.
You got it. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thanks.